Welcome back to Top 5 Auto Repairs. In today's topic, I'm going to explain why you're hearing grinding noise when starting up your vehicle. The first and most common reason why you're hearing that grinding noise at startup is going to be caused by worn starter gear, pinion, or bendix on the starter. What I have here are two starters causing that grinding noise at startup. The reason why you're hearing that grinding noise, again, is going to be caused by worn starter gear, pinion, or bendix. And you see this part here, that's the gear part that makes contact with the flex plate for an automatic transmission or flywheel for a manual transmission. The way this works is when you start your vehicle, the starter gear, pinion, or bendix makes contact with the flywheel or flex plate ring gear, and it basically meshes together like that. Over time, when it meshes together, the gear on the starter starts to wear out and it starts to slip. Again, it's going to cause that grinding noise. Here's a close-up view of the starter drive gear, pinion, or bendix. And if you look carefully, it looks pretty worn out. So again, these two starters were replaced simply because it was making that grinding noise at startup. If the grinding noise becomes more consistent when starting up the vehicle, it is important to change the starter as soon as possible, because this starter drive gear or pinion or bendix is going to start to wear out the ring gear on the flex plate or flywheel, and it's going to become very expensive because now you're going to have to drop the transmission to change the flywheel or flex plate. So again, if you constantly start your vehicle like this when it's constantly grinding, it's going to cause, again, that ring gear to become worn. If you change your starter and you're still hearing that grinding noise at startup, I'm going to tell you guys a few reasons why you're still hearing that grinding noise. The first and most common reason why you're still hearing that grinding noise is going to be maybe when you're installing the starter, maybe it is misaligned. For example, if you're installing it and it's off by that much, again, this starter drive gear, pinion, or bendix will not make proper contact with the ring gear on the flex plate or flywheel, again, causing that grinding noise. So again, if you're still hearing that grinding noise, take out your starter, install it again, and make sure it is flush and the bolts going straight. Do not force the starter or the bolt in. If you have an older vehicle, it's important that you use shims for the starter, because if you do not use shim, again, it's not going to make proper contact. Again, it's going to cause that grinding noise. If you're still hearing that grinding noise, it is time to inspect the ring gear on the flex plate or flywheel. The first thing you want to do is remove the starter so you can visually see the ring gear on the flex plate or flywheel. And next thing you want to do is you want to rotate the crankshaft. Keep rotating the crankshaft and make sure you inspect the ring gear on the flex plate. If the ring gear teeth looks worn, it is time to change that flex plate. Also, make sure you check for cracks on the flex plate. Also, make sure to check for if any piece broke off. All of that can cause that grinding noise at startup. I hope you found this video useful. As always, thank you for watching and subscribe to Top 5 Auto Repairs.